Hello, this is Robert Kalanick, the owner of Brutal Iron Gym. In this video, I wanted to discuss an exercise variation that will allow you to use heavier weight when training your mid-delt, the middle shoulder muscle. So for most people, when they do lateral raises like this, their intention is to work the middle shoulder muscle. However, they can't use a lot of weight. So if they're new to lifting, or if they're just weaker in general, they might be limited by, say, like 20 pounds or less on that exercise, and it's not going to get a lot of growth stimulus. So one of the variations you can use would be to let your hands, instead of in the top position, have the lever arm like that long, which is very hard on the shoulder, which is good in terms of stimulating challenge to the shoulder, but it limits the weight load, which for some people can actually limit the usefulness of the exercise in general. So is letting your hands actually hang inward. So you would actually do the raise like this. So it looks almost like an upright row, but a wide variation of an upright row. So that's going to allow them a shorter lever arm, therefore they can use heavier weight loads. The other benefit is typically when people try to go heavy with lateral raises, as they come up, they'll rotate their hands, and they actually end up looking like this. But if you notice, my upper arm bone, which is what the middle shoulder connects to, doesn't move much. So although the dumbbells are moving a lot, there's actually not much movement in the shoulder muscle itself, in the mid-delt. So if I bring my arms in and I lift like that, I can actually get the upper arm bone to move quite a bit. The other benefit is as people struggle on lateral raises, they tend to upright themselves. And if you look from the side, the muscle that's facing against gravity would actually end up being the front of their shoulder. So they're not getting a really good isolation in the middle and the back of their shoulder. It's where if we do the letting the forearms hang down, like the wide upright row, that allows us to maintain a more forward lean. And as I raise my arm up, it keeps emphasis more in the middle and rear delt. So this is a great variation to use heavier weight load. So I'll just show you a quick example with weights. So you hang the weights at your side. I usually get a little bit of a forward lean. Again, that emphasizes the middle and rear delt. And then from there, I'm just going to raise up. And I'm thinking of raising my elbows up, but I don't want to shrug my shoulders. So I want to leave my shoulders where they are and just try to raise my elbows. So this is going to be a lot heavier variation than what they could do with traditional lateral raises, but it keeps that emphasis on the middle and rear delt. So you can do these. I actually like to do them before I do my heavy shoulder work because it helps me pre-exhaust my shoulder, which makes my shoulder more emphasized during my overhead presses. However, if you are on the weaker side and you're really wanting to stimulate growth into the shoulder, you want to go into your heavy overhead presses totally fresh. So do some type of movement preparation to make sure you're ready for the overhead press. Then do your heavy overhead press, and then you would do this type of work. So the order of exercises depends on your strength, your individual strength, and also like preferences for growth versus joint protection. But this is a really cool idea, cool exercise you can use. Again, it's just like a wide upright row. Just let your hand hang on your elbow, lean forward, and just try to drive your elbow up into the ceiling. Okay, give it a try. Good luck.